Black Death pandemic that ravaged the world between 1346 and 1353. In just 8 years, it is estimated that 60% of the population in Europe, the Middle East and Africa was killed by this plague, taking a proportionately greater toll of life than any other known epidemic or war up to that time. The Black Death is widely believed to have been the result of plague caused by infection with the bacterium Yersinia pestis. Plague is caused by bacteria found in rat fleas, especially black rats, which like to live near humans. Some people believe that the plague in Europe was brought in through trade on the Silk Road. This opinion is refuted by the Norwegian historian Ole Jørgen Benedicto in his book The Black Death. According to him, the plague didn't enter through China but emerged from near the Caspian Sea in the spring of 1346. Initially, rat fleas will stick to clothes, then spread from one person to another. The Italian merchant ships carried a lot of cargo from several cities, such as Venice, Genoa, London, and Bruges. In London and Bruges, Italian trade was connected with Germany and Norway. It was from this trade route that the plague spread to all corners of Europe. Medieval doctors had no idea about such microscopic organisms as bacteria, and so they were helpless in terms of treatment, and where they might have had the best chance of helping people in prevention, they were hampered by the level of sanitation, which was appalling compared to modern standards. Another helpful strategy would have been to quarantine areas, but as people fled in panic whenever a case of plague broke out, they unknowingly carried the disease with them and spread it even farther afield. Europeans were scarcely equipped for the horrible reality of the Black Death. At the beginning of the malady, swellings either on the groin or under the armpits worked to the bigness of a common apple, others to the size of an egg, some more and some less. The plague never really ended, and it returned with a vengeance years later, but officials in the port city of Ragusa were able to slow its spread by keeping arriving sailors in isolation, until it was clear they were not carrying the disease, creating a social distancing that relied on isolation to slow the spread of the disease. The sailors were initially held on their ships for 30 days, a period that was later increased to 40 days, or a quarantine, the origin of the term quarantine and a practice still used today.